Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am your host, the notorious H.I.M, and I am back with another Wi-Fi battle for you. This time we got another UU team. So guys, thank you so much for checking out the battles recently. Definitely appreciate you. If you could like, share, subscribe for a small channel like myself, it means the absolute world. So I definitely do appreciate it. But looking at what we got here, this is a Randy, bro. So let's see what we got. I got some UU mods. Yo, UU is actually a really fun tier right now, bro. Like, just listing some of the mons that we have in this tier, we got we got mad mons, bro. We got Empoleon, Crawdon, we got Gengar, Haxorus, to say the least. But we got a couple UU mons here, and we want to see what we can do here. So I decided to lead off with Garlic Butter. Garlic Butter is a beast, bro, and I am choice banned, so you really don't want to take the smoke, but he actually ends up leading with the perfect mod to foil my plans here. So I decide, you know what, I have to get up out of here. So I decide, you know what, I might as well just get my my Flame Orb activated, because I am Guts boosted with the Conkeldurr here. So I go out into Sweet Tooth, and I go ahead and try to get my big Flame Orb activated here, and now I'm gonna be a threat to everything, because with that Guts, I'll be able to obviously hit for incredible damage, and nothing really wants to take this. So I know he's most likely not gonna want to stay in. I can pack the Mach Punch, and that's exactly what I go for. I go for a big Mach Punch here because I know Guts boosted, it will most likely take it out, even you know, even from full here. So he actually ends up switching out here into a perfect mod. He goes out into the this damn teacup, bro. This pot, bro, this shit gives me so much trouble, so much problems, bro. I really cannot take it, bro. But I could very easily just stay in and just go for a big knockoff. And that's what I think I'm going to do, because I'm predicting him just to go for a Shell Smash, get greedy here, and start trying to boost up. So I go for a big, you know, big knockoff here. And this is going to do a lot of damage to this thing. Obviously, his defense does drop. So I'm just going to go for a big knockoff here. And let's see what he's going to be able to do. Honestly, I have a lot of options. I mean, I could very easily just go out into the Crawdon here, because I am a dark type, so I will not be hit by the, I think by the, what's that move? The Stored Power, right? I won't be hit by that. So, and then I can obviously threaten him out with an Aqua Jet and shit like that. So, I have a lot of different options, you know, of what I could do, and I think making the play into either Dumbo or making the play out into Garlic Butter is probably gonna be the best move. But I end up actually going out into Escargot. I end up going out into this Snail here, because this is my specially defensive wall. If anything will live an attack from this thing, it'll most likely be an Escargot. So he does end up going for the Stored Power, which knocks me down to 11. For me to even live this is crazy, bro. That just goes to show you the defensive prowess of Escargot here. So honestly, I can't do shit to this thing. This thing is fast as fuck. Like, I really can't do anything to this. I'm not fast. I won't be able to get off basically any attack. But if he goes for another Stored Power, I could very easily just switch out into Crawdon. But honestly, I don't want to take no damage, no extra damage. I'm glad I actually stayed in, because he does end up going for the coverage move, just in case I switch out. So down goes Escargot. You hate to see it. Obviously, I really do need that mon in order to kind of make things work here. But I'm bringing back out Garlic Butter. Garlic Butter is, again, choice banded, so nothing really wants to deal with this. I'm going to go for a big Aqua Jet right in your face, and you're not going to be able to do shit. So out comes this big Aqua Jet. It does end up killing off this big teapot. Get this shit up out of here, bro. I can't deal with this pot, bro. Like, I'm having flashbacks and nightmares, bro. I don't want this. So what is he going to end up doing here? Like, obviously, you know, I can pretty much do whatever I want. Out comes the low kicks, and I definitely don't want no smoke with this. So I'm definitely gonna switch out here, but the decision is, what do I switch into? Do I go out into Dumbo? Do I go out into Lumineer here, you know, and resist the hit? Probably go for a big Heat Wave, and that's exactly what I end up doing. I go out into Lumineer here, who is rocking a big Choice Scarf, and is gonna be faster than basically everything from East Flatbush to Crown Heights, bro. I'm gonna be faster than everything, bro. So I'm gonna go for a big Heat Wave here, and basically nothing is gonna want to take this, bro. Like, he could come in with the Quaquaval, but that's not gonna do too much to me, because I have other answers. I have other monsters gonna be able to deal with this thing. So my play 100%, just go for a big Heat Wave, knock this thing clean out. So that's exactly what I do. Goodbye the low kicks, and that's really great for me. So This Chandelure is amazing, bro. Choice Scarf is amazing on this set, so you really don't want no smoke with this. You're gonna have a real hard time kind of beating this thing back. So out comes the out comes the Pervy Sage here. This this Shift Tree, and this thing is an absolute threat, but there's no boost up. He doesn't have the Tailwind. Why do I not just go for another Heat Wave? That's exactly what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm Choice Scarf, bro. Like, so he actually does a really great thing and goes for a big Terra here, and that's most likely why he brought this thing. He probably just wanted to go for a Terra. He goes for actually the Fire Terra, which is real good because that's just gonna allow him to live the Heat Wave here. So I go for the Heat Wave. Obviously, it doesn't do anything because he's Wind Rider, bro. I didn't even recognize that was even a thing here, but now he's gonna be faster than everything. So I actually have to leave this thing in because I don't want to be outsped by anything. I'm just gonna continue to go for the Heat Waves. I know it's boosting him up. I know it's it's helping him with these Heat Waves, but I don't have another option. If I switch out, something is gonna die, and I cannot afford for anything to die right this moment. I do need every mon that I have left, and my thought process is that I have Garlic Butter in the back with a big Choice Band, with a big adaptability ability, with a big Aqua Jet. That should be enough to kill this thing. So I'm just gonna stay in, continue the Heat Wave. If you get the boost up, bro, this could be a mistake. Honestly, I don't really know if it's a mistake or not, but I can't switch out, right? Like, I don't want to, right? Like, if I switch out here, that's gonna be bad. So I'm just gonna stay in a Heat Wave, bro. Like, let you get this attack boost, bro. I don't care. Get your attack boosted, bro. I don't care. He goes for a big knockoff, and that does incredible damage. Obviously, it's more than enough to take out Lumineer, and unfortunately, you hate to see it. I really did need that mon, but I really couldn't switch out and risk a knockoff on anything else. So I decide, you know what? Let's go out here. I could very easily have went out into Garlic Butter, but I don't know if he's maybe packing a Sash or something. So I decide, you know what? He's Fire type. I'm gonna go out into Dumbo. I am rocking the Sturdy. He doesn't have Stealth Rocks up or nothing like that, so I know I'll be able to get off a clean Earthquake on something. And you're gonna have a big problem with this because I know I'll be able to get off at least one. So I go for a big Earthquake. He does go for the obviously the Leaf Blade, but Sturdy comes through and helps me out here. So I go for a big Earthquake, and that does do immense damage. It knocks him out, which is great, showing that he's not focused. Actually, I think he was actually Life Orb with this battle here. But you know, I really have no reason to not go for the Dumbo play. Obviously, with me having my Sturdy, that just guarantees I'm gonna be able to get some damage off. So that's actually gonna be real good for me. I'm not too sure what my opponent wants to really go out into here, but I have answers, bro. As long as I keep Garlic Butter in the back, it's gonna be a nightmare situation here. So these things definitely, he ends up going onto the Dunsparce, and these things love to coil up. So my thought process is, you know what? I'm just gonna try to go for as much damage as possible, try to get some Earthquakes off, see what I could do here. So I end up going for a big Earthquake, just to kind of, you know, knock him down a little bit, break any potential Sashes. I really don't know what these things tend to get, so I'm just gonna go for a big Earthquake here. It doesn't do that much damage, honestly, so now that I see he's popping the leftovers, I most likely just want to kind of stop him from getting off any residual health. So I probably should just go for a big knockoff here, just to reduce his ability to kind of just, you know, stay in front of me all day and all night. So I go for a big knockoff here while he continues to go for coils. Be my guest, bro. Honestly, I've never faced some of these mons, so really and truly, I don't know what these mons do. So him bringing up his, you know, his accuracy, I don't think that's gonna really be any detriment to me because he's not boosting his speed, right? And as long as I have some of my other mons, some of my other speedy threats, I really don't care if this shit coils in my face, bro. Like, you could do that if you want, bro. I'm just gonna go for another Earthquake. Anything coming in is gonna definitely take damage, and obviously he doesn't want this smoke. So he ends up going for a big Body Slam, which is definitely a problem, bro. Like, that thing could definitely, you know, go for a big Paro on me, and I don't want that. So now I have a choice, right? I'm gonna go out into Sweet Tooth because obviously I do have the ability to just go for a big, you know, big Mach Punch, or even a big Facade, right? Like, that's gonna do a lot of damage. He probably doesn't want to deal with that 1v1, so he has to actually make a choice. I mean, his defenses are increased, you know, and the saving grace is that I wouldn't be able to be paralyzed if he went for the Body Slam on me, but he may be able to take me out, right? So that's the biggest thing, is like, he may be able to just knock me out with a big Body Slam after those two boosts. So I'm thinking real hard here. Do I just want to go for a big Mach Punch? But I decided to go for the Facade, seeing if it's going to do more damage. It does a pretty good amount, like True say, for me. I mean, that does pretty good damage. And honestly, Sweet Tooth living here just shows how much of a beast he is. Yo, he lives everything, bro. Like, I'm going to go for a big Mach Punch here because there's really no point in me not going for a Mach Punch. But I end up going for a big Facade here just in case he decides to switch out. I know that I'll be able to do incredible damage to something else. And obviously, I do outspeed with Sweet Tooth here, which is a very rare occasion. Like, Sweet Tooth is not fast as hell, so we're going to see what he's able to do. Out comes the Belinda, and this shit is definitely a threat, bro. Like, had he played this a little bit differently, he could have very easily, you know, taken me out here. So I'm not sure what he wants to do. I think I actually have to just stay in here because there's really no point, right? Like, I should probably just go for a big Mach Punch, go for damage because he's most likely just gonna go for the Aqua Step or some shit. So he does go for the Aqua Step, does boost up his speed and gets off a big Moxie boost, which is insane. Like, this mon is just so crazy, bro. I actually have to use this shit next. I'm gonna make a team around this shit next. So let's see what I'm able to do, bro. Like, I know that he's definitely gonna be faster, but I think I should be able to resist any hit he goes for. And I think from this level, a discharge will absolutely kill. So I decided to go out into Thor here. Thor is an absolute beast. And these things can absolutely run a Choice Scarf. So I don't know if he's going to be scared of that. I don't know what he wants to do. But my play 100% is to probably just go for a big discharge. That's going to do the most amount of damage and probably get a paralyze on him. He's going for a Baton Pass, which is definitely interesting. But definitely not playing a little bit by the rules there. I don't think you're able to Baton Pass like Speed Boost or anything like that. But it is what it is. You know, you don't really know who you're facing on these streets here. So I go for a big discharge. It does a good amount of damage, but I am not locked in, so I'm just gonna go for a big a big Dark Pulse here. He does go for an Overdrive, which I do absorb, so obviously that's not gonna do anything to me. I'm just gonna go for another Dark Pulse. He goes for a big Boom Burst, and that does insane damage. Oh my god, bro. Almost knocking me out, but luckily I am faster, so I would be able to kind of kill this thing and clean this up. Had he played the Quaquava a little bit better, he probably would have ended up with a W here. But I do outspeed, and I'm gonna go for discharge. So there's nothing that this Quaquava is gonna be really able to do. He does not live a discharge from this thing. So guys, if you can like, share, subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. It's been your boy, the Notorious H.I.M. I'm gonna leave you guys at the end of this. I'm out. Peace.